Hello, my name is Rekutsko, and welcome back to the Duenkhy. Now, the last time that we left off, we were talking to Lady and figuring out what was going on with our main character, which I can't believe I forgot the name of, because I freaking named him! I'm so stupid. Let's go ahead, jump right into it. The weeks drifted through a series of half-hearted distractions. I finished a game I'd been putting off beating, watched a super long trilogy of movies about elves in space. Elves in space, what the... And, her idea, not mine, went piano shopping with Lady. And, of course, we got a piano, so that's awesome, I love that. I felt guilty about imposing on her yet again, but she seemed to take genuine pleasure in weighing features against each other, pondering which color would look best in my room, urging me to test everything out by playing what few beginner songs I had memorized. That's actually pretty sweet. I have to admit, though, the glossy white upright piano fits with the house's decor pretty well. It sits by the entrance of my room like it's always belonged there. Too bad I can't see it! It is with some dull reluctance that I count up the days and realize it's almost been a full week since I last saw Cassius. By now he's off vacation, and he'd probably swamped with even more homework before, which sucks. I don't want to be a distraction or a nuisance, but I'm also aware that our last conversation probably left him hanging as much as it left me, and if I know Cassius at all, which I'm not sure that I do, but I'm working on it, he's probably pretty nervous about the whole thing, and I doubt the silence is making matters worse, or better. It's making it worse! The last thing I want is for Cassius to think that I'm secretly angry with him, or something. I mean, he probably thinks you're a complete weirdo, but whatever. Also forgot that I wasn't wearing this, which I guess really doesn't matter because I have another hat on. But let's just go ahead and wearing it regardless. I think it'll stay up a little bit better with the hat, actually. So, I'm gonna do that. Because it's Christmas! Kinda. Almost. Not really. Not yet. But almost. So that's cool. So today, for sure, I'm going to visit him. That's lovely. As soon as I deem it late enough for Cassius to be home from school, I run a brush through my hair and attempt to coordinate a decent outfit, muttering apology demos to myself for a while. Jeez, it's like dark out, dude. What time do you think he gets home from school? It can't be that dark when he gets home. Usually my dresser sense can be summarized with whatever my hands grab first from the dresser drawers, but some stupid part of me seems to believe that being well dressed will make this encounter more bearable. I mean, it could be possible. Also, my hair is getting in my eyes. That's kind of why I had the hat on in the first place, so excuse me while it looks stupid. I think it's better. It's out of my eyes, so I'm glad about that. I don't care how it looks. Dressed to impress, I guess. I don't think I end up looking any more elaborate than I normally do, but hey, at least I picked up one pair of jeans that I own that don't have tears all over the place. It's mildly fancy, right? I mean, if you got clothes with tears all over the place, you might want to get some new jeans, dude. Like, it's gonna get pretty cold during the winter. God! So awkward! One of these days, I'll give in and let Lady dress me. One of these days. Yeah, I seriously doubt it, though. Did this move up? We're moving up! A unicorn. Oh my god, I'm a unicorn! I'm a Santa unicorn. That's awesome. My eyes scan the surroundings for any signs of Kristoff lurking about. Over the course of my times visiting Cassius, I've already seen that old umbrella-toting demon loitering nearby on several occasions. So he's actually another romance option that we do have, just not in this, because this is bothering me. Unfortunately, this is the Cassius route only demo, so we can't go on to any other romances besides him, which is fine because he's a really, really cool character, but it does suck a little bit. He always ignores me or tells me he's busy when I ask why, which is about as suspicious as you could possibly get save for tucking a bazooka in his back pocket and growing an evil pointed goatee. Are you trying to like hint at something here? Once I've satisfied myself with the knowledge that I won't have to deal with the purple jerkle today. Purple jerkle? Are you kidding me? I approached the broad garage door and knocked through. You've got some weird ways of explaining stuff, dude. You need to chill. Hey, Cassius, you in there? I pause, soak in the utter silence of the neighborhood, and lift my fist again. Nobody replies. But right as I'm about to knock once more, the door starts to hum its way open. Oh no. On the other side... Oh no, we've made him all sad and nervous. He's looking smaller and more unsure of himself than ever. He stops wringing his hands long enough to offer me a timid wave, then goes right back to wringing for a bit before pushing his laptop aside and indicating a beanbag chair across from him. For lack of a better greeting, I nod and take a seat. This is gonna turn out swell, I'm sure. So, Hey, how have you been? That is the lamest hello in the history of history. Right. Good. Yeah, good. I'm good. I mean, and you? Oh, he's painful to watch. I want to grab his wrists and tell him politely but firmly, "You're gonna break your fingers if you keep twisting them around like that." I'm sure that'd just scare him more, though. I mean, if you weren't such a creep before, maybe we'd have some better progress here, but clearly we're still creeps. I'm okay. Everything I rehearsed in the safety of my own room seems to have purged itself from my mind, because I can't remember a blessed word of it. I grit my teeth trying to will myself into concocting something eloquent, but I end up pulling an envelope out of my pocket instead. This pay, for a month's worth of lessons. Is that okay with you? Cassius cranes his keyboard down towards the preferred envelope and twitches as if it were waving a poisonous steak at him. Snake. A steak. A poisonous snake. I'm offering him a poisonous steak, obviously, so that he can eat it, because he can totally eat it without a mouth. He eventually takes it despite his obvious discomfort. You're okay with me as your teacher? More than okay. In fact, do you think maybe we could do a lesson now? I've missed playing with you. I've missed playing with you so much. The timing is stupid. I know it is. But it's dialogue we can have that's safe, and a language Cassius is fluent with. I mean, he is a keyboard head. Clearly he's got to be fluent in the piano. To my relief, he straightens out the beginnings of confidence. Sure thing. Come sit at the keyboard. If you want, we can learn the next line from the song we were practicing last week. Sounds good to me. The transformation is almost magical in its own right. He shifts into professional mode as if he's flipped a switch that pushed all his shy impulses into the furthest corner of his neon orange head. I mean, he does have a pretty orange head, dude. So, once you play this part here, your hands will be here and here, right? But you need to cross over each other for this weird little bridge. So to do that, you're just gonna kinda... He goes on about the proper way to cross your fingers around each other during his song, demonstrating with dexterity that looks effortless. But I know it must have taken tons of practice to be able to coordinate his movements so perfectly. He's so clumsy, yet he's so awesome at doing all this piano stuff. And even guitar somewhat. Even with a few of what he deems a little more than warm-up chords, I listen with rapt attention, silently marveling over his talent. It's really an amazing experience, seeing a professional do what they do best. It comes to him with such ease as if it were a natural... Once again, object head of a piano, he breathes these notes. My understanding of music is still in its infancy, but just like a new second language, second bits and pieces are coming into clarity. I'm starting to see logic in the compositions, structure in the sheets. Each note lingers in my ears, waiting for me to understand it. The music nudges at the edges of my mind, hoping that I'll be able to unravel it. Cassius rolls out the next line of cheerful ditty that doesn't suit the current mood at all, but eases my tension nonetheless. I'll probably never catch up to him in terms of experience, but I allow myself to briefly entertain the thought of us working together as musical peers someday. His suggestion for us to perform together has not been forgotten. Though I've never had a desire to subject myself to the spotlight, maybe I wouldn't mind stepping into it once or twice with Cassius. Aww. After he's played through the piece a couple of times, he begins tapping an irate finger against the side of the practice keyboard. Weird. I feel like this note here should be flat. He points to the offending note on the sheet. I look at it for the sake of being polite, but I really can't be trusted to make a good judgment call in my case, so I simply acknowledge his concern with a nod. Hang on, let me get a pencil. I'm gonna go change it. He walks over to his desk and clatters noisily through a drawer. Sensing a small lull in our conversation, I decide to test the conversational waters. Are we actually going to tell him? How long have you been playing? Say, how long have you been playing piano, Cassius? He glances at me from over his shoulder for a second, still preoccupied with his search for a pencil, but obviously considering my question. Well, I'm a bit of a special case because of what I am. True, Technically, I've been playing ever since I was born, but it was all basically just nonsense from my head. Exactly what you expect from a baby with no musical understanding. That had to have been pretty harsh to hear. My parents hired a tutor for me when I was maybe 3. I can't quite remember. Wow, that's young. I could probably barely hold a crayon that age. Music runs in our family. No, Cassius, no freaking way. So they've always expected a lot out of me. Plus, I had to learn the coordination for playing both my head and a regular piano. So they wanted me to get an early start on both. So you can play your head? What do you mean? For the sake of professional performances, most music-related object heads like to be able to perform in the same way non-object heads do. There's a lot of Duenkhy who consider it cheating for us to play our own heads, even though it takes just as much work. I mean, I'm sure it does. Like, you have to think of the chords and the way that they're played and, like, how they're gonna be, like, pushed down and stuff. Like, there's an obvious, like, practice to it. Just maybe not as much with your fingers, because you could probably play the notes straight from your head rather than playing them on the keys. It's really irritating. They think we're automatically good at music just because some of us were born with instruments. It's so unfair. Interesting. I've always considered Duenkhy a single entity that supported itself 100%, but it makes sense that that isn't the case. Duenkhy are so varied. Of course there'd be disagreements among them. How short-sighted of me. Probably because I'm not wearing my glasses. But that was a dumb joke. Wow. That is, I deserve to be slapped in the face for that one. More importantly, now that I'm thinking about Cassius as a tiny baby and wondering how that worked, was he really born with a keyboard head? Does it grow like a normal head, or was it always the same size? You've asked this question before. I gotta take these off. They're bothering me. Ew. I can't imagine. Dude, did we not already talk? I swear to God, we've talked about this before already. Is something wrong? You're squirming. I totally didn't use his voice. I'm fine! It's actually super late, so I really hope I didn't wake up my roommate. I don't think I did. I don't think I woke her up. Hopefully I didn't. Whoa, dude, I fucking can't with this right now. Sorry, I meant to say I'm fine. I just have to use the restroom, so I'm gonna yell at you and say that I'm fine because I have to go take a poop. Man, do I really have to ask him if he has a restroom? If I assume he has one and I ask where it is, it turns out that he doesn't need one, then he's going to be embarrassed. I mean, just because he has a head doesn't mean he doesn't have a penis. I think. I hope he has a penis. Otherwise, this whole thing isn't going to work out between us. But if I ask him if an object head needs restrooms, that'll almost be the same as asking him what's going on with his anatomy. Note to self, do some research on him. I mean, you could just do some research on him right now. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Whoa, self-voicing in there.
There's a bathroom just on the other side of the hallway. Go ahead, I'll wait.
I'm so confused. What? When did I get this option available?
Okay, thank goodness. I didn't have to ask the question.
I don't know what this is.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I'll go wash my face, since I don't actually have to use the toilet.
Oh no, I can't keep doing this. I can't.
Cassius, okay. I think that's a good place to stop.
Okay, yeah.
Good job today.
This is a good place to stop the voice. Wow.
Self-voicing disabled.
Thank you. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. Good job today. Thanks, you too. I miss playing with you. Even though it hasn't been that long, I keep getting the dirtiest thoughts whenever he talks like that. Yeah, I miss playing with you too. I assumed you were busy or something, ignoring me, because you acted weird last time and touched my eyeball. Right, we're supposed to talk about that, or at least I'm supposed to. All I want from Cassius is for him to listen, and if I'm lucky, not flip his poor little keyboard lid. His keyboard lid? About that, Cassius. I'm sorry. What? I haven't even said anything yet. I'm really sorry. I really messed up last week, didn't I? I made you feel awkward. I shouldn't have said weird thing like you understand me and all that. I should have known it'd come off as creepy. I hope you can forgive me somehow. I just wanted to express my gratitude to you, but I think it did it in the worst way possible. I've been kicking myself about it ever since. I actually tried to literally kick myself about it the day after the fact, but I just fell over instead. Dude, come on! Oh, Cassius, that's not the case at all. I was never mad at you, not one bit. Are you sure? Not even a little? I thought for a certain I'd made you mad or uncomfortable, so you didn't want to hang out with me anymore. No, you're totally off. You didn't do a single thing wrong. If I seemed mad or uncomfortable, it was all directed at myself and my own stupidity. At yourself? But you didn't... I'm not a skull face. Oh. Huh? Or any kind of Duenkhy for that matter. You mean you're like a spirit? Or a personification of an ideal? Or a god? Can you get what I'm saying? What? Can you please just understand here? Where'd that leap of logic come from? Dude, I don't know. No, Cassius, look. I'm human. Do you see this? This face? These eyeballs? Ugh! I undo the tie to my mask and slip it off, wiping away the thin layer of sweat that's formed beneath it, tousling my bangs in place. I watch Cassius carefully, searching for any signs of shock, repulsion, and anger. To my surprise, he just gets closer to me and reaches up, as if to touch my face, but his hand hovers with indecision. Human? I had no idea. I'm sorry for deceiving you up until now. I have to be careful, or else I might not be allowed to live here anymore, and I really enjoy living here. I know I don't belong in a community like this, and it's not my right to ask you to keep quiet about this, but it's been a long time since I saw a human person like this. It brings back memories. Your secret is safe with me. I lived with both humans and object heads as a child. I had human friends before. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, my old neighborhood was exactly a mixture of Duenkhy and humans, aside from our heads. Object heads are pretty darn similar to humans, so we mostly got along with each other. Interesting. It's been so long since I've been in a mixed community. They're pretty few and far between, or else I'd find one to live in, but there aren't any within workable distance of Lady. I don't think I can make it work on my own so far away from her. I really am sorry for keeping it from you. It's not like I didn't think you were trustworthy, but I wanted to wait until we both got to know each other better before I dropped a bomb like that on you. I mean, it's probably for the best, though. I understand. I think I would have done the same if I were in your position. After all, can't you go to jail for living in a human-excluding community? Oh, don't remind me. But I don't remind, really. I'm really glad you're telling me now, though. Yeah? You're not too disappointed, are you? He tilts his head to one side, an action that always appears to put him in danger of toppling over. Well, only a little, and just because I thought I'd found someone who understands my difficulties, but it's okay. Human or not, you're still my friend. Really? You mean that? Mm-hmm. And now that I know your secret, I can help protect you from danger. If anyone gives you any trouble or questions your species, you just tell me about it, okay? I'll tell them off. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Cassius, your intentions are so pure, but if I did that, I'm certain I'd be handing you a death sentence. After all, if our last run-in with his angry classmates was any indication, we're the two people least qualified to standing up for each other. But the thought is nice, at least. Oh, you know what else, Rekutsko? I can teach you all about old Duenkhy traditions, too. The history class I'm taking right now is actually specifically centered on ancient Duenkhy cultures. And I've always had an interest in Duenkhy cultures to believe with. I can't talk right now, that's probably why. You probably don't know that much about Duenkhy cultures, right? That information isn't really shared freely with humans. You're right. I barely know anything about Duenkhy, let alone their history. That's great! I can't wait to teach you all about it. Many Duenkhy don't celebrate their old traditions anymore because they want to assimilate themselves among humans and appear modern, but object heads had a fondness for the past. It's because we span from antiquated objects to modern objects. My aunt is a phonograph and historian. Thanks, Cassius. I should have known a sweet guy like you would be cool with this. I look forward to learning from you. You're a real friend. Oh, well, of course. So... Cassius turns to his side and rubs an arm, apparently gearing himself up for something. Since we're having this little heart-to-heart, complete honestly, cat's out of the bag thing right now, do you mind if I make a confession? You love me? Confession? Wait, for me? Right now? I feel blood rush to my face and it feels all hotter on my cool exposed skin. I struggle to make my voice come out. Oh no, just stop. Sure, go ahead. Okay. Ever since we started hanging out, I saw a lot of potential in you. I think we have a special kind of compatibility. We resonate really well. Oh my god, I'm totally not getting this right now. Are we really doing this right now, Cassius? And I think if we got together, we could do all sorts of things. Oh my god, dude! No way! He's really saying this right now? How do I even respond? So, will you... Stop the music! Stop the music! What the actual... You've gotta be kidding me right now. That is to say, I signed us up to perform together in a music competition. I need to stop. I need to stop. This has gotten so far. No, don't overwrite my save. I'm so sorry. I know this is a terrible place to end it, and I really wish I didn't have to, but I just looked down at my timer and I realized, holy crap, I am way over the time limit for this. So, we'll see what happens and what my character's reaction is in the next one. I'm sure it's going to be insanely interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Really, really hope you're enjoying the series. I appreciate it a lot if you are. Please click on that icon below there to subscribe to the channel to get these straight to you as fast as possible whenever they're updated. And click on the video links over on the side there in order to go to some extra content if you want to keep on watching some of my content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.